Civic Center TV presents an exclusive interview with Jennifer Tucker, Executive Director of West Bloomfield Parks and Recreation.
Hi, I'm Brooke Allen from Civic Center TV, and I am sitting with Jennifer Tucker, the new Executive Director of West Bloomfield Parks and Recreation. Hi, Jennifer. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Well, thanks for having me.
So you are brand new to the West Bloomfield Parks and Recreation. When did you come here?
I started on December 1st of 2014, so pretty new.
Pretty new.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about yourself. Are you from Michigan?
I am. I grew up in Ottawa Lake, Michigan, which is on the southern border. And through a series of jobs and college, and I ended up in this area.
So tell us a little bit about your personal history.
Well, came from a small town, worked in recreation since I was 16, so in different forms, and then basically went to college. I thought I wanted to be a teacher so I could work at a park in the summer, and then lo and behold, look, there's a whole program for parks and recreation. So I also have a teaching degree and also have a Parks and Recreation Management degree. So when I came up to this area, I started at Kensington Metro Park after college, went to Springfield Township and was director there for 16 years. I like to say I started when I was 12. But was there for quite some time, had some wonderful work experience from there, a lot of conservation based, and then ended up in West Bloomfield.
Okay, so now you're here and the new director.
Yes.
And so does that mean new programs for the Parks and Recreation?
Well, I wouldn't say necessarily new programs, maybe a couple of different directions, a little more park-based programming, just because I think we need to utilize and show off our really fantastic system.
And of course, summer approaching, so that means summer camp, right?
Yes, definitely summer camp.
Parents and kids love summer camp, so
Right.
tell us a little bit about those programs.
Well, our WB camp program is continuing. It's a great program, runs all summer long, and we have nature days, field trips, swimming days, so it's really exciting for the kids. So it's something new every day.
And that is every day of summer?
Yes.
Okay. And what other camps going on?
We also have specialty camps that are technology based, also an adventure park camp this year. It's really exciting. And then also the sports camps as well.
And those are not every day of the summer?
Not every day, yep. And so you can check that out on our website. It's www.westbloomfieldparks.org.
And so for all the camping information, the registration, fees, all of that information
Everything is on the web. Yep.
Okay, so we've got that covered.
Yes.
So how about programs for senior citizens?
Yep. We have definitely a wide range of senior citizen programs, including Restaurant Ramblers is a very popular program. We also have different trips for the seniors, including Tiger Stadium. They're also taking a tour and also going out to see a game. So there's also those opportunities are also reflected on the website as well.
Oh, okay. So a tour of actually Comerica Park?
Yes.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah, exciting.
Okay. So that's exciting stuff going on.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so we've got summer camps for the kids, and how about the concert series? I know that's been a tradition in the community.
Yes,
and that's still happening?
It sure is. Those will be the hot nights, and they'll be at Marshbank Park. Very exciting. We also have a kids concert series as well. The difference being that it's geared toward children. The entertainers are geared toward children, but any age can go.
Okay.
Just be ready to participate. So
hand clapping, foot stomping, singing.
Exactly.
Okay, so that sounds like a lot of fun. And is that free to the public, or what's?
Yep. Yes, just come out and down to Marshbank Park.
Okay.
Yep.
And are those set on certain nights, or?
They are also available. You can see all of those on the website as well.
Okay.
So yeah.
So a lot of different programs, and summer actually the busy season for the Parks and Recreation.
Yes, definitely. That's when the public comes out and they want to see and do things and have those experiences. So that's what we're there for.
Excellent. Excellent. So what else is going on for the Parks and Recreation?
We have a lot of different things going on within the park system itself. We have a couple projects going on. We're enlarging our Arrowhead parking lot, which is at the nature preserve to allow for more parking for folks. Also doing some accessibility changes with our trail so that folks that use a chair, or even if you have a stroller, or makes it a little easier to get in and out of those areas. So we're looking at potentially doing up to 6 of those transition sites, so that'll be really exciting, and that's with community block grant funds. So that's that'll be something that to enhance the park system.
And then what about long-term projects?
Long term, we are, as far as we're actually in the planning process right now to start our strategic plan, which basically a strategic plan is kind of like a guiding document for the system. So that'll tell us years out what our goals are, what our mission is, where our system is going. And our park commission is just, they're a fantastic group, and they've done such a great job of planning and looking out for the community. So we're in a good place. This planning project is going to be really exciting, and it's going to basically be our go-to when we're thinking about what's next, what should we be programming, what parks should we be enhancing. So it's really exciting.
And what about your long-term goals personally?
Oh,
I know it's a little early to ask, right?
Yes. Well, I come from, my career is, I've done a lot of conservation work. I used to manage the state's #1 prairie fen, and have done that for quite some time. And the challenge there was I had no money to do anything with it. So I'm very grant-based. I really think it's important to work with partners, and how we best can both meet our needs. So conservation within the park system is really important to me. I think that conservation is a maintenance for the environment, just like you would maintain a building. So if we have unhealthy parks, that doesn't make sense to me. So we're going to be doing some conservation. I'm already in the works. I'm helping to organize a cooperative invasive species management area within Oakland County right now. Got some really exciting things, and potentially we would like to end up actually helping the landowner understand and even potentially treat if they have invasive species on their properties.
Can you explain a little bit about that?
Absolutely. Invasive species is usually it's a plant. It can be can be, for instance, zebra mussels. People have heard of those for a long time. Purple loosestrife. That's a really actually a very pretty plant. Happens in wetlands, and what actually happens is it dominates the whole system, and so it'll actually clog the whole wetland. That's all you'll have. And the problem with invasive species is there's no plant, animal, bug here that actually uses it. So all our wildlife leaves. What we don't want to happen is we want those native plants and animals in our parks, so for future generations they can experience the things that we did as kids. But if, for instance, Phragmites is a really tough subject right now. It clogs waterways, can be up to 12 feet tall, is very flammable. There's a lot of things that we need to think about when we're treating this. So that is one of the invasive species right now that we're kind of targeting.
So it's dangerous.
It is a concern. I think that with thoughtful treatment, that can be minimized. So, but I think we're really on the right path. And so working with a lot of different partners, Oakland County Road Commission being one right now, and the Drain Commission from Oakland County as well. So really exciting things going on.
And something that a lot of people probably wouldn't really think about, right?
Right, exactly. But once you see it, you see it everywhere. Because we've just done some in-house training for our staff, and I keep getting that comment, I see it everywhere now, I see it everywhere now. So it's a lot of it is knowledge, and once you know, and then we can move forward. So it's an exciting time. So a lot of work, a lot of good work to happen.
Right. Are there any programs that are dropping from the Parks and Recreation?
Honestly, I can't think of one that has been our numbers have decreased to the point where we need to drop it. So that's a
good thing.
That's a great problem to have.
Right.
So our participation has been consistent in a lot of ways, but we are mindful of that because obviously we can't continue a program if we don't have the numbers to support it.
So as far as participation, it has remained steady, gone up?
Gone up. Yes. Our recreation staff has really made strides, and we've increased. Done some things as far as our marketing goes. Our marketing department, which is all of one, but she's great and works really hard. And we've increased our presence on the internet, and also we've increased the quality of our brochure in hopes to kind of invite people in and to see what we have to offer, and maybe to keep that brochure actually on the coffee table. So that's our goal.
Really looking through it, right?
Absolutely.
Right? So what about Facebook, Twitter, any of that stuff?
Absolutely. Check us out. Yeah. Absolutely. Yes. And you even see some of our antics. We do some in-house trainings and different things, and staff takes pictures, and we all kind of contribute to that, and give Megan all our good shots, and so we try to put that on his Facebook as much as we can.
So let's talk about staff real quick. Do you, how big is your staff?
Well, we have, and part-time as well, we fluctuate right around 24. Now we have our lifeguarding staff, which increases that considerably, and also our seasonal maintenance staff. So in the summer we do get a little bit more, more staff on, but we have just a fantastic group.
So are you looking for lifeguards now for the summer months, or how do you?
We are. We're interviewing currently. So if anyone is interested, they definitely can contact us and see if those positions are still open.
And what about internships? Do you ever offer those? Or?
We do. We actually have a marketing intern coming in a couple weeks, and so she will be starting with us.
Okay.
It's really exciting. But sometimes in the summer we also will take recreation as well. But it just so happened that marketing is, fit our need a little bit this summer. So.
And what about the winter, the dreaded winter?
Yeah, the dreaded winter.
Let's not mention it right now, but I mean,
right.
Do you ever look for an intern in the winter, or how?
Actually, winter is a good time for an intern to come in because we have more time for them, is a little bit more. But that in the past they've always had them in the summertime, but that is something that we would consider.
And then what about? I know obviously probably the summer months are the busiest time for you, right?
Oh, definitely.
What about year round? What? I mean, you guys are obviously busy.
We're always busy. Basically, the summer is the rush, and then in the winter, you take care of everything you couldn't in the summer. So a lot of those planning projects going on there. But basically, as soon as we stop the season, we start gearing up for the next. Because there's always supplies and improvements and a lot of work in the parks to do. So there's always a lot of things going on.
So what would you say is your season, really?
Whew. I don't know, honestly, in Parks and Recreation, if there's per se a season any longer. We're definitely busier in the summer just because people come out of the house more so. But there's always something going on. I would say the busiest season would be probably May, when our summer programming starts, and then going through September. So.
Well, welcome to the area.
Yeah,
we're so glad you're here.
Oh, thank you.
And is there anything you'd like to add?
Well, I just wanted to also mention that we have at our Recreation Activity Center, which is in the Township Complex, we have our sensory gardens opening up. This is a new project. Our naturalist, Laura Nazuri, has gotten a grant through the National Interpreters Association, along with money from Friends of West Bloomfield. And it's going to be like an outdoor playground with a lot of nature-based activities for children, because sometimes our kids are a little too over-programmed, and we want them to get back to nature. It's really important to get outside and get that time. There's so many studies that say that stress levels and just kids being connected to nature is so important. So that's right next to our nature center as well. Everyone is more than welcome to come and take advantage of that this summer.
Describe that. a little bit?
There's we have a sensory garden, which will have different things that the kids can touch and feel and smell, and just so they can kind of have those experiences, because a lot of times kids think dirt and bugs and is icky, and it's really not icky.
Sometimes
it's
their
good
parents
stuff.
think it's icky.
Yeah, that too. So and then we'd have some different benches and things, rocks and that kind of things for them to actually play on. So there'll be a lot of different things that that are tactical, that can actually touch and feel. So that'll be really fun.
So when is that open?
It's opening on June 6th. So it'll be, we're raring to go. We're ready to.
And the hours for that are
yet to be determined.
Okay.
But that will also be available on our website.
okay.
Yep.
And the website again is
www.westbloomfieldparks.org.
excellent.
All right.
Well, thank you so much, Jennifer.
you.
It's been a pleasure.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh no, our pleasure always.
Okay.
And we'll see you this summer.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm Brooke Allen for Civic Center TV with Jennifer Tucker, the new Executive Director of West Bloomfield Parks and Recreation. Have a great day.